When I walked in here just now, I had to pinch myself to think that I actually built this myself. This is my creation. Although it's taken me 2 years, I've got to say, it's not been easy. But here's the thing, there's one thing in here that really does grind me every time I walk in here. One thing I'm not very happy with, and I wish to God I'd listened to my inner voice rather than being influenced by somebody outside. To make this kitchen worktop or kitchen unit 500mm deep. They said it's the standard size for camper vans, because at the time I was talking about making it 600mm deep. Now that's only 4 inches, I know, but 4 inches would have made a lot of difference to this. If it had been just 4 inches deeper, it would have been so much better. And also, there's not a lot of prep surface up here, like the air fryer for instance. Imagine if that was 4 inches back that way. Well, it can't, because, but imagine if there was an extra 4 inches on here. This would be so much bigger. I could get plates here when I'm prepping food. I could have plates there, I can have more stuff here. And my sink for let's get back to the sink. Let me just turn you around. So the sink itself, you can see it's set back from this wall. If it had been 4 inches forward, then it would have been level with the shower wall. It wouldn't be set back, and my tap wouldn't be in the middle of the sink, it would be further back. I'd be able to get soap containers and another tap here, for instance. I wanted a filter tap. So in long short, today I'm going to actually see if I can move this whole thing forward by about 4 or 5 inches. Let me just check. I think it was 4 inches. Almost 5 inches I could move this forward. And imagine how much more room I would have along the back there. I think it would just be so much better, and I'm so gutted that I didn't do it my way. I listened to somebody else's advice. So take this one thing from this. Take something from this, please. Listen to yourself. If you're building out a camper van, do it how you want to do it. Don't be influenced by someone else that's insignificant. You're never going to see them again in your life. They don't matter. It's not important. Do it the way you want to do it. Right, that little rant out of the way. I'm going to clear the decks, take all the drawers out, and take a good look and see if I can actually move this forward and how much work's involved. Because the bench that I sit on as well, that's going to need to be cut down so that I can move this whole thing forward. It's okay, because if I move this cushion, you can see there is actually a gap there, and I fill that gap with this cushion. It wedges in, lucky enough. But imagine if the whole thing was forward and actually touching there, then this cushion will go there like that. Or am I being ridiculously fussy? But I will need to, if I pull this down, adjust this as well. So this is going to have to be cut down. Luckily I did only screw, this is all screwed, nothing is glued. So it's going to be not easy, but relatively easy to disassemble it and take it apart. If I'm going to do it, I've got to do it now, because I'm not going to be in this barn forever. My time here is limited, because the farmer eventually wants to sell this farm. I don't know when he's going to do that, but he has mentioned it. So if I'm going to do it, now's the time to do it, especially as it's winter as well, and it's raining, it's miserable outside, the weather's going to change. I'm about to destroy my lovely kitchen unit. It's going to make so much difference. It's going to be just, I've got to do it. You probably think I'm crazy doing this, because it is perfectly fine, it's perfectly usable. And yeah, maybe I'm a little bit nuts, a little bit OCD, but I just want to do it. I need to do it. I won't rest until it's done. This drawer is going to be my biggest challenge, believe it or not, and that is getting the drawer runner unclipped, because I didn't think this through. I'm going to leave that one till last. looking for these a little while ago. It's funny how these things always turn up, don't it? If I'm going to remove this, then I'll be able to get to the clips inside of that. There you go, it's not a bigger drama after all. Right, I've got loads of stuff under there. I need a box. Never know. Emergency baked beans. Anybody else have emergency baked beans? You never know. Find a penny, pick it up all day long, you'll have good luck. You see now, when I built this cupboard, I left it that much room there because I knew then in my mind this is something that I wanted to do, something I wanted to tackle. Right, now I need to know, I need to try and remember if I actually built that wall or screwed that wall against the side of this. Kind of hoping I didn't. So my biggest concern, actually I should have checked this before taking all the drawers out, is whether or not I screwed this wall to the actual kitchen unit. Don't think I did. So let's take this panel. This is going to be my first panel to remove. Just put it in there. See, this is the benefit of not gluing stuff. It should make taking things apart relatively easy. He says that, and he just spots something that's glued. Oh no, that's masking tape. Is that? Oh, that's just a block I put there to screw that to. It's hard to tell if that is fixed. Oh, this is where I destroy my kitchen. Did I screw that to there? Or that one too? I don't think I did. Pretty sure I made this so that I can move it. Oh dear, dear, dear. There's only one way to find out. If I take all the screws out that are holding this down, then I should be able to rock this if it's not screwed to this wall. To a certain degree, it'll have a bit of movement. So, let's do that first, before I do anything else. I'm crazy, I know I am. I'm absolutely nuts, making all this work for myself. Ah, the waste pipe from the shower. That might be a problem. We'll cross that bridge when we need to. Yeah, and the pipes from my calorify actually go under this floor as well. They go under this floor, and this is actually lower than this floor. Let's take the door off. It'd be a lot easier if this door were lower. One door off. It's just going to be a case of unscrewing everything and moving it and cutting the floor out. I'm going to save that because I might need that as a pattern to put here. This panel might have to stay here. I'll have to unscrew everything that goes into it from the side, which is doable. The biggest hurdle I can see is the actual waste pipe for the shower. So look, there you go. So you can see the waste pipe for the shower. Yeah, I'll need to think about how I'm going to do that. And the back as well, the back board, this back piece is actually screwed to this, but that will move with it. So if I take all these pocket hole screws out, because it's screwed down using pocket hole screws, I'll take all those pocket hole screws out, then we'll see if it will rock. Kind of hoping it will. Right, so I do need to get rid of this drawer. That isn't going to work. I've got an idea. I've got my L-shaped scriber. I think I can get to it with a catch. Oh, great Scott, I've got it. Thank goodness. It's full of crockery. We'll get there. Come off as well. This is a bubble heater matrix that runs off a diesel heater, so the diesel heater heats your water. This is another job I've not quite got round to doing yet, but I will do one day, maybe. It's just another thing to be done. They say van build's never done. They're not wrong, that's for sure, whoever they are. Bastards. This is going to be a lot of work. A lot of pocket hole screws. But it's something I want to do. I've literally got to take my whole van apart to do this. I might have to sleep on this. What's the time? It's getting dark. Getting dark. It's only 2 in the afternoon and it's getting dark. Come on, Mel. Stop fanning around and get on with it. Right, what am I going to do first? Where do I begin? I think stripping this out, getting rid of that, is probably a good starting point. After a lot of huffing and puffing and drilling and screwing, I'm slowly going to disassemble my beautiful van and lay these pieces down there and take it apart one bit at a time. I wanted to get the Bluetti out anyway because I've got a B300 battery that this is sitting on top of, and I didn't drill a hole in the bulkhead so that I can plug solar directly into that battery, because that battery has got its own built-in MPPT charge controller. But I forgot to drill a hole in the bulkhead. That's why this cable comes down here. So that's another problem I can sort out, or issue I can address once I get all this apart. So that'll be a bonus. My extension cable won't have to go out through the window anymore. There you go, it's all in one bit, that's why it won't come out. Bloody well built. There you go. Get my Bluetti out now. If I don't put my fuse box and all that there. That's alright. Let's get rid of this as well. This front panel. I need to put these somewhere safe, these components. We're getting there. We're getting there. Right, I've had a rethink. This is going to be an absolute nightmare to move this whole unit forward, because this piece that I'm sitting on is so strong. It's in fact built into the side of the van, so the panel here, this whole panel, I would have to remove that just to undo this. Now I could cut literally this much off down there. I could use this piece come from under the sink. I could use this as a template, cut that off and then try and move the whole thing forward again. Because of the drain pipe as well, and having to cut into these 2 panels at the back and that end one, so yeah, it's going to be a real ball ache to move this forward. So it just occurred to me, why not, instead of moving this forward and adding to the back, why not add to the front? So I can add literally this much to the front like that. So if I get some more 25mm ply, so I get a piece, cut it, fix it to the front. I can use some dowels or whatever, like that. Another piece there like that, all the way down to the floor. Another piece there, and then these cross members here, take these out, throw them away, make them this deep, so they will then go from here onto this, and these will help strengthen the downside bits. The runners, simply unscrew these, move them forward to the edge of this, and screw them to the new piece, and then the drawers will go back in place. And then add another piece of worktop to the top of this. Yeah, so add to the front of these, bringing it forward, put a new worktop on. I think that's going to be the easiest thing to do, rather than undo all of this. Yeah, taking that panel apart, that side, I don't want to do, and plus the drain pipe as well, and I've got to cut the floor to move this forward. Too much work, and on top of all of that, there is the risk that the wall to the shower is actually screwed to this as well. So I've come to the conclusion I'm simply going to add to the front instead of the back. Does that make sense? Of course it does, makes perfect sense. Anyway, I'm going to sleep on it. I'm going to sleep on this and mull it over in my brain overnight. I've taken all this apart. So one good thing, I can actually drill the hole in the side of this to get rid of this wire. So that's one good thing. I can sort that out and then extend this forward. I think that'll be it then. What do you reckon? Sounds easy, right? But I'm not going to do it now. It's the end of the day. It's been a long day. I'm going to leave it as it is, like I say, and sleep on it overnight. So, see you tomorrow. Ta-da. Yeah, I'm hungry as well.